Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, it's 10:10. I was just going to have a really big yawn before I come on camera then, so I'm not sure. It's like, oh, that sounds like sexual, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, that wasn't the intention before I came on. It was a yawn. It was like a yawn with a sigh. It's 10:10. I don't know what's going on out there. I know that maybe you shouldn't listen to the news at the moment. What you don't know can't hurt you. That's all I'm saying. It's like, I don't know what's going on in our world. Let's, I definitely want to pull some cards and get a reading. Let's use a tarot mucha. Let's see what the story is. We've got the lovers on the bottom here, I can see. How do we get a story out? Do we free flow this or do we do a Celtic cross? I think we're going to free flow it. Okay, let's see how free flowing goes today. Hi Lily. How are you doing today? Okay. It's time to cake me in your hair. Awesome. I just don't know, I wanted to give a big yawn. It was literally just before I was going to press the record button. Anyway, let's have a look. This one wanted to slide out. We've got the 9 of Swords. So that's about not being able to sleep at night. She looks rather deflated. I'm not sure that she knows what's going on with the world. Let's have a look what else is going on. Well, we've got a King of Pentacles. He's holding this pentacle up in the air. He's looking at it. It's like he's polishing it off. Or he has been polishing his pentacle. Where's this reading taking us today? He's up anyway. He's up out of his throne. And then we've got heartbreak. I was kind of taken back to the feminine who was... There's a feminine here. I think we're going to read these 3 cards because we've got a feminine here who's feeling very... as if she doesn't really know what's going on. She's very unsettled, especially at night time here. All looks a bit doomy and gloomy for her. And we have a masculine here he's up. I felt like he might be like still in his bedwear. So I felt like it was like a dressing gown or, I don't know, but he was up. It's rather cold today, you would need a nice woolen dressing gown to walk around in if you're staying at home and you're not dressed. Okay, he's got his slippers on. Now, why is his arm covered? Let's find out. Why is his hand here covered? So why is he holding that? I don't know what it is. It's like a little claw. And then we've got a feminine here who's crying. Now, I don't know, I'm picking up on her hands actually coming out from undercover here. Very interesting reading on 3 cards. So there's a feminine who's upset. And there's a masculine here who's polishing his coin. But something's undercover. Underhanded. We've got a passionate knight here. I want to check out first, underhanded. And then we're going to read these. Underhanded, it just says another term for underhand. Underhanded practices. Let's have some translations, please. Done secretly and sometimes honestly in order to achieve an advantage. So, underhand. Feminine's deflated, not knowing what's going on. And then we've got, I don't know, underhanded, some underhand behaviour going on. done secretly and sometimes dishonestly in order to achieve an advantage. What really angered her was the dirty, underhand way they had tricked her. Okay. Dishonest, really. Dishonesty. Okay. Let's have a look and see where this is taking us then. I feel like I've got a bad back all of a sudden. A pain in my back. Okay. Let's have a look at this. Nine of Swords. Okay, where are the swords? Oh, we've opened up to the swords. This is a good start. Okay. Alone in her chamber, a lady abandons herself to wild, obsessive thoughts. All her past actions, everything that has been done against her, regrets, failed love, mischance, and mistake, torment her like razor-sharp swords. That is the dark night, this, or maybe that was, but this is the dark night of the soul, when all seems lost. A mind caught in hopelessness cannot imagine the coming of the dawn, but it will always come. Key ideas: acute mental suffering, raging thoughts, nightmare, ghosts, and painful memories. It's coming in very well with today's energy, just on just the conversations I've already had already. Very much for the feminines. Having a look at all the past events, heartache, mistakes. Okay. Hopelessness here for the feminines today. Masculines are looking really good. They're up. They're up. Maybe they're up out of bed. I did actually feel like last week. What day are we even on today? Wednesday. I don't know. So about a week, say for the last week, I felt like I was kind of slipping into a bit of a dark night of the soul again. It's not as intense as what they used to be, but I felt myself being a bit poorly and just sleeping a lot of reflection, contemplation, planning the future. Okay, so the dark night of the soul. I said that was the dark night of the soul. It said this is, but I think we can recognise this, and we will keep having little mini dark nights of the souls while we heal. Okay. Let's look at this masculine who's standing up now. Like I said, I felt like he's actually out of bed. I think something's been going on secretly. He's been polishing something, polishing up his act. Okay. Let's have a look what the King of Pentacles wants to say today. The King of Discs has the tenacity of a bull combined with shrewd practicality. It's picking up Taurus energy, wasn't we? Early on in the week, I think it was. Whatever he commands to be achieved, he will see it through to completion, no matter what obstacles arise. He sees the long view and builds for the future, for his primary purpose is stability. He knows that when people feel secure in their foundations, they will rise to even greater achievements. When he agrees to help you, success is assured. If this card does not represent a person, it can mean a substantial gift or loan that brings a long-held dream into reality. So I feel behind the scenes here, the Divine Masculine is polishing up his act. He's very aware of the benefit he will be if he decides to help the Divine Feminine, especially within the healing here. The Divine Feminine is suffering in today's reading. Okay. So practicality, a vice backed up with assistance, respect for material possessions and traditions. So I believe that the Divine Masculine does have the means to help the Divine Feminine. It's just all undercover at the moment. I don't know what the Masculine's been doing. He's been polishing up his act, but I feel the dishonesty here is that the Divine Feminine's not aware of it. Let's look at this Three of Swords here. I feel like all my ears have got blocked. Okay. Some pain is so piercing that it seems as if one's heart has been torn out. Such suffering can only be moved through, not avoided or denied. That mini dark night of the soul. Not stand there too long, okay? Whatever others may say about the need for grieving and its appropriate end, only the heart can know when it's time to pull the swords free and begin again. Let the tears fall, as they will, and give sorrow its due. Think carefully before you assign blame. It is unlikely that you are thinking clearly. The key ideas are heartbreak, grief, the need for a period of consolation and peace, emotional unbalance. Wow, the feminine's energy is suffering here then. It's like she knows that there are secrets, things been going on behind the scenes. It's a knowing that she has. Let's find out what's going on with this knight here, because he looks quite passionate. He's off. What's he planning? And it's like that King of Pentacles has sent out this knight. It's a Knight of Wands. So the masculine here is feeling very passionate. Okay. It's a knight. The Knight of Staves may rush in where angels fear to tread. This boldness, without forethought, may be foolish, but it can also lead to greatness. He is susceptible. He is susceptible. Oh, come on, let's just do the words today. He is susceptible to failure more than those who never take a chance, and yet fortune seems to follow him and keep him from true harm. He will champion any righteous cause and pursue any path and promises glory. If this card does not represent a person, it can mean a time of increased activity or unexpected travel. Key ideas: fearless action, possible recklessness, a surge forward in an endeavour. So there is a masculine here behind the scenes, guys, for any feminines that are feeling this heartbreak, hopelessness, deflatedness. Looks like there's a masculine behind the scene who's planning something. He has the means to go on. It's all a bit hush-hush, which you can feel here is rather frustrating for the divine feminines. It's like because they kind of know something is going on. Anyway, let's have a look. Let's delve a bit deeper. I just saw the Queen of Cups. She looks quite unhappy in this deck. Let's have a look at this Nine of Swords. Okay. Masculine here bringing in the balance. Oh, there's another card underneath here. That was hidden underneath. The masculine here is polishing up his act. He's balancing things out in his life. He's up. He's like doing the work. I feel like he's up quite positive as well. It's like the masculine's in a rather positive, playful position today. Divine Feminine's behind here. This is her kind of knowing. I want to say stay within your intuition. Trust what you know, and that is that there is progression being made here. Behind the scenes. To be the Queen of Wands, you've got to have faith. You've got to trust. Okay, you've got to believe in magic. That's the mini Justice card here. So it's not Justice stepping in. Well, we've got the Sun card. A dose of positivity surrounding the Divine Masculine. Pure intentions. Innocent, pure intentions. And he's bringing in the balance himself. Okay. It's like, do not fear. Let's look at this king who's up. Looks like he's out of his dark night of the soul. He's feeling a lot more perky. Shiny. He's feeling shiny. The Lovers. So it's like the connection's got stronger. But he's wanting to deal with the connection. He's looking at it. The connection of the Lovers. Needing to make a choice from the heart. It's about really feeling from the heart now. Feeling the Divine Feminine's heartbreak. And knowing that he can help to resolve that. Now, I spoke about tapping into your true Divine Feminine wisdom. And actually focus on telepathy and having conversations with the masculine here. Spiritually. It's like if you want the truth, ask directly. Spiritually, the Divine Masculine, I believe there's a lot of communication going on here. Anyway, we've got the heartache. It said in that card, it doesn't, you know, the grieving period will take as long as it needs to take. But at some point you do need to take those swords out of that heart. And we've got the masculine here going through the transition. I actually felt like he was looking up at the feminine. So it's like he's looking up at his own actions. Maybe what he believes he's caused. It's part of the healing process, but if you can help to make someone's life better by being loving and caring, this is what's on the Divine Masculine's mind. Heart. Oh, there's a legacy. It's like he's taking the offer. So this may have been communication that's he's received from the Divine Feminine. He might have been chatting to her spiritually, getting the reassurance. This blessing, this relationship, this connection is blessed. As you can see, you've got the Ace of Pentacles here. But we have the masculine here who seems to be holding that coin. So has he taken it from Divine? Has he accepted the offer? But he just hasn't come forth yet. Could be a bit reckless. He could just be off. It's like to claim his prize. Reminds me of like the clamp, like the claw that would come down and you would pick up your prize, you'd choose your... You'd try and grab your prize, wouldn't you? What's this underneath here? The Divine Feminine with destiny. Waiting for that wheel to turn. With the timer down at the bottom here as well. Okay. Let's put that back on. I'll stop looking at the cards. Underlying energy. The legacy. And then we have the masculine here. It said that this knight was daring enough to go where the angels feared. So this is a very intense connection. It's like the angels have kind of got involved, I want to say, you know, helping with the communication. But when it actually comes to it, they need to step out of the way. And it's up to the masculine, really, to take charge and to claim his prize. It's like, is that what he's been using the claw for? He's got it. Okay. Got Roy Orbison coming through. Anything you want, you got it, baby. Okay. So he's got it. Let's find out if we can find out what he's got. Bliss. Did come out reversed. I felt it did anyway. Bliss. He's got... Has he? You could be toing and froing here a bit. Definitely got something. He's wanting to rush off, but then, I don't know, he's looking at all this heartache that's been caused. The awakening of the student. That's interesting because underneath it says a change in direction, and I've actually wrote a change of direction. Destiny. We've already seen the destiny card. Bliss, the lovers. The awakening of the student, seeing as the bliss was upside down. A bit of toing and froing. Just a little bit of uncertainty there. Not much. Knowing that there needs to be, there has been a change of direction. Not a change in direction, a change of direction. I don't know what that means. Master Manifestor. So the universe most definitely has helped the masculine all the way up to this point. Okay, now they're stepping out the way. It's up to the masculine now to go where he has to go, where the angels can't really go, and claim his legacy. So either he's having a really good look at it, about acceptance, or he's taken it. There's a change in direction, a change of direction. The Magician. Someone's making things happen. Master Manifestor. Let's get some messages from your angels then. All seems to be in the Divine Masculine's hands now. All in the hands of the Divine Masculine. Okay. These are a bit jumpy. Why are the angels jumpy? Okay, and this one. Because the masculine's going to enter territory that they're fearful of. I want to say, like, they're rooting for the Divine Masculine as if he has enough knowledge now that he's got this. Francesca, what do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. I don't feel the masculines have much negativity here. I feel it's the feminine. Okay, which will really bring us to, if the bliss card was in reverse, it's like Divine Feminines try and remain in this blissful state. Francesca, let's have a look, because I believe the masculines they're manifesting. They're thinking about what they desire, and it's coming to them. I want to say upon angels' wings to a certain degree. It's been delivered. You have been asking God and the angels, what is next for me? Yet we have been waiting for you to make that decision for yourself. That is why you have felt stuck lately. This impasse occurs because you are afraid of making a wrong decision. We can help you to decide, but ultimately, the next chapter of your life is up to you. This is a period of your life that is unscripted. So that will be, the rest is still unwritten. Okay. Trying to think who that was. I think it was Natasha Bedingfield that sang that. I'm not sure. But this is now down to the masculine and the feminine to work out this connection between them, the lovers. We can help you to decide, but ultimately the next chapter of your life is up to you. This is a period of your life that is unscripted. Your desires are like a painting that you create upon the canvas of your life. Like an artist, you must decide what the theme, background and foreground will be within your picture. Take some time out to meditate, pray upon and contemplate this important decision. Now, this is what I think the masculines have been doing, hence why the feminines are a little bit frustrated, because they haven't really seen anything manifest within the physical. That doesn't mean that the masculines haven't been working on this on their canvas. Okay. Deciding what theme, background, foreground will be within their picture. So take some time out to meditate, pray upon and contemplate this important decision. Be creative and maintain standards for yourself. But remember, if you don't make a decision, that's the same thing as deciding that everything shall remain the same. Big message there for the Divine Masculines. If you don't make a decision, I want to say things will just remain the same, and all that visualization was just like pointless. It's now down to you to make it happen. But remember, if you don't make a decision, that's the same thing as deciding that everything shall remain the same. I think that's the frustrating thing for the Divine Feminines here. Okay, because a decision hasn't been made, so things stay the same. It's like the heartbreak remains. Shanti, I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. Been speaking about how this is being more naturally available to the divine, looks like to the Divine Masculine. Divine Feminines may be going through this little mini dark night of the soul again, or just coming out of it. You'll recognise it. When you recognise the massive ones, it can take quite a while to get out. Okay. You'll know you're in a good space when they don't last so long. So let's have a look at Shanti. You've been through turmoil and your soul is tired. Your mind craves peace and quiet, and I am here to help you with that desire. I will give you new opportunities to spend time alone, where you can relax your mind and heart. I will bring tranquility to your soul, so that you can mirror the peace of mind that is your true divine nature. Like the angels, you are able to hover within the eye of any hurricanes that may swirl around you right now. Through breath and intention, you can stay centered no matter what's happening in your life. This inner foundation of peace has a powerful healing effect. Your outer life soon reflects your inner peacefulness. Smooth roads are ahead for you, and the worst is now behind you. A peaceful outcome to this situation is assured. I felt like that's a message for both, really. Things are going to be... We all want to live in peace, don't we? We all want a peaceful life. It's just actually working out what that means for you. I believe that we all say at some point, you just wish that you had a peaceful life. But what does that actually mean? What does that entail? Okay. Shanti. Let's get one more. Archangel Michael. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. So close. The Divine Masculine is so close, like this close, away from the feminine. It's about having courage here. So good to see Archangel Michael here. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. We had this one, I believe, come up the other day. Yeah, I think it was from this book. Let's read the message again. We need to reinforce the message. I have come to you because you asked God for safety and protection, and because you asked about your life purpose. Since you are a light worker, I am overseeing the fruition of your divine life purpose. You have been a light worker for a long time, and you have felt different from others, isolated at times. Be assured that you have never been alone, and that you will never be alone. When you feel pushed to make a change at work or at home, that may be my influence, encouraging you to make your life's purpose a high priority. I can rearrange your schedule and support you in other ways to make your path smooth and harmonious. Simply ask me, and it is done. I will also help you feel safe and comfortable during your life changes. So much here, I want to say, really supporting the Divine Masculines with this change of direction. It's been handed over to him, but he definitely has this divine guidance, support. He even has the support and guidance from the Divine Feminine energetically. the encouragement here, but it is really just up to him now. Let's get an affirmator. They're on the table, so. It's like Licky. Her name's Lily. Lily's on lookout. You can see her, can't you? In the reflection. Who are you waiting for? Birdies flying past. Oh, we've got beauty. I am beautiful even when I don't think it. I'm beautiful even when I don't see it. I'm beautiful no matter how many people don't say it. I'm beautiful and I don't even care if you know it. I'm beautiful, which is why I don't have to try so hard all the time to show it. That's perfect. We've both, the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine have both been working on self-worth, loving themselves, how they look, how they view themselves, and understanding that they are beautiful. I want to say not just like they see their own beauty, but they most definitely see the beauty within each other. Look at her looking in the mirror here. You've got to love yourself before really you're able to love another truly. Otherwise you're just going to be, the other person's just going to need to reassure you all the time. We've got manifestation. It's a bonus card. Okay. We've got the Master Manifester. Manifestations happening rapidly for the Divine Masculine here. And the Divine Feminine, she just keeps this to, it says negativity will block your progress. So what do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Manifestation. If you could have anything you wanted, what would it be? What came out was a peaceful life. Okay. But it says get specific and get greedy. You are holding a magic wand and you can conjure up anything. Could it be that when you declare your wishes out loud, you're actually casting a spell for your dreams to come true? Or is it just that, in a very practical sense, the more people you speak with about your desires, the more folks there are who know what you want? Wow. I was thinking, I'm just going to stop because I've got goosebumps, okay? But as I'm reading that, I'm just thinking, well, that's what us feminines do. We've been visualising and setting our intentions, affirming, our incantations, using our power, trusting in our power. It's about how the masculine has the means for the Divine Feminine, and it's because he's aware of what she wants. He's been tapping into her. Okay, so, but he has the means to make this happen now. Ooh, getting a bit nervous. Okay. So I'm going to reread all of it. If you could have anything you wanted, what would it be? Get specific and get greedy. You are holding a magic wand and you can conjure up anything. Could it be that when you declare your wishes out loud, you're actually casting a spell for your dreams to come true? Or is it just that, in a very practical sense, the more people you speak with about your desires, the more folks there are who know what you want and might have the means to help you make them happen? Either way, stop waiting and start manifesting. But don't use that word if you don't want to. Okay, let's go into the feminines. So giving up hope on the lovers here, the bliss. Finding that blissful, peaceful state, space. Because it said here, you are holding a magic wand and you can conjure up anything. And that is also your own negativity, your own doubt, your own lack of trust, your fear. You can conjure up that as well, and that will manifest in your life. So let's not do that. I need to put this card down. Okay. That's like the healing card. Come on now. But the manifestation here, especially to have the Queen of Wands, manifesting this positivity, this new outlook, this change of direction for the Divine Masculine. It's like it's it's manifesting in the physical. Masculines know what to do. Whether they do it or not, but they do know what to do. But now it's in their hands. Okay. I feel like I want to get the magical unicorns. I don't. I want to get the magical mermaids and dolphins. That took me to, and that little birdie confirming it out there, but that took me to when you say something but you mean something else. It's like being misunderstood. Okay. So this could be what the Divine Masculine has been polishing up. Like the delivery of his speech. She's just sitting there staring at me. Hey, it's okay, you can just sit and stare if you want. You look older today, Lily. Oh, positive energy. This is perfect, guys. I believe that was a meditation. I wonder if I'm doing these meditations every night. Well, I do feel they have an impact, but it's like it kind of picks up on it the next day. I shared a meditation last night on the Facebook page, and it was about positive energy. I knew that I was looking for a meditation for positive energy. And it says, positive energy. Surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. I'm going to have to read this. It's important. Got to keep that energy positive, guys. What it took me to was a battery that has a positive and a negative. And it's like, okay, well, the masculines are in the positive, the feminines are in the negative. It's not that there's anything really wrong with that balance. It just needs to be, you need to be aware of it. You don't want that negativity to get like negative, like really negative. You don't want to drain the battery. Okay, so positive energy. You might just need a bit of recharging when you feel your levels drop. So your manifestations work. Oh, okay. Let's read it as if it flows. Your manifestation work is going wonderfully well. By drawing this card, you're encouraged to take the process to an even higher level by going on a negativity diet. How awesome is that? You up for that? Well, you're wagging your tail, so I'm not sure what's kind of up with you today. That's awesome, guys. We're going on a negativity diet. Who's up for that? This means avoiding negative influences as much as possible. Avoid negative discussions with yourself or others. Turn off television and radio programs with negative themes. And stay away from violent movies. I said stay away from the news, didn't I? What you don't know can't hurt you. Don't read pessimistic headlines and steer clear of gossip-based magazines. This negativity diet will cleanse you of any hidden blocks that could slow down the manifestation of your dreams or prevent them from coming true at all. Wow, negativity diet, guys. That's awesome. I'm going to read this again. Your manifestation work is going wonderfully well. By drawing this card, you're encouraged to take the process to an even higher level by going on a negativity diet. This means avoiding negative influences as much as possible. Avoid negative discussions with yourself or others. Negative discussions with yourself or others. Even this telepathy between you and the Divine Masculine between the from them to the Divine Feminine. Let's keep it positive. And if you feel it's not positive, then you spin that around. Okay. So turn off television and radio programs with negative themes and stay away from violent movies. Don't read pessimistic headlines and steer clear of gossip-based magazines. This negativity diet will cleanse you of any hidden blocks that could slow down the manifestation of your dreams or prevent them from coming true at all. Well, we don't want that, do we? Because we're manifesting like crazy. Does that make me crazy? Okay. Another thing you can do is apply feng shui, the ancient Chinese art of placement, to your physical environs, which will help you enhance the positive energy in all of your surroundings. You're also asked to donate or sell items that are cluttering your home. This helps you bring a new energy and opportunity and will also establish an environment that promotes creativity, health and abundance. Very much about getting our home life sorted. I know for the feminines it is. A lot of us are really clearing out. It's like we don't need hardly any of this stuff that we've accumulated. And it just kind of, well, it's in the way, isn't it? That's how I look at it. It's in the way of the flow of energy. So using some feng shui, maybe. Have a research into that. Whistle while you work. Whistle while we work. Do we get another one from there? No. Okay. Let's get a journey of love. I want to see where we are on the journey of love. We're not going to the Oracle of Shadows and Light because we're going to keep it all positive. Not even going to talk about shadows. Okay. Oh, and an enchanted map for some reason. Okay. Maybe whistling while you work will have a massive impact. We've got fire and ice. Now I spoke about like the positive and the negative. That is really, it's about getting the balance right and the blending. That is the divine masculine and the divine feminine, the yin yang. So let's look at fire and ice. 37. You are learning to hold the tension of opposites, of those things that don't immediately seem to go together. Within your being, okay, let's start again. You are learning to hold the tension of opposites, of those things that don't immediately seem to go together within your being without collapsing into confusion, judgment, or denial. There is a passion and serenity, creation and destruction, new life and death emerging within you, within your relationships. Sometimes this is hard to handle. We want to make things simpler, to just let go of the conflict and complexity and choose one or the other. Very distracted. So I could just kind of, so are we going to read this card properly? Well, I'm not sure because I'm kind of busy just having a look at what else is going around, what Lily's looking at. Okay, so this is this kind of denial stage maybe. It's to-ing and fro-ing, I said. Definitely picked up about blending the negative with the positive. Okay. I'm going to put down the card. I'm going to have a drink. It's only coffee. It's not that bad. I think I've been through far too much to know if I was ever going to resort to drink. Anyway, I don't know why I said that, but we'll just have some coffee. Let's get this message out. You are learning to hold the tension of opposites, of those things that don't immediately seem to go together, within your being, without collapsing into confusion, judgment, or denial. There is passion and serenity, creation and destruction, new life and death emerging within you, within your relationships. Sometimes this is hard to handle. We want to make things simpler, to just let go of the conflict and complexity and choose one or the other. You are a grand enough soul to be able to withstand the rigours of depth, to go deep, to live fully, to let the divine have its way through you requires a willingness to stand at the centre of the pair of opposites and eventually know that they are connected to each other and they exist only in relationship to each other, to breathe and simply be. If you are consciously feeling the conflict in your life, internally or externally, then you are being initiated through fire and ice. Stay present, be patient and wait. There is nothing to fix here, just awareness to step into as divine creation continues to unfold through you. As you master this initiation, you will find a sweet nectar of bliss dripping within. This oracle brings you guidance that the conflict you feel within or externally is a sign of your spiritual growth. Soon you will grow larger than the conflict. But for now, you do not need to engage in it. Simply to be present to it and allow it to work its way through you until you are strong enough to have outgrown the conflict, giving rise to a clear direction. It may seem impossible, beloved, but it is not. You are a vast being. Give yourself a chance to realise this and have patience. All is becoming, including you, according to the perfection of divine design. This oracle brings specific guidance on any relationship matter requiring a decision. Until you have simple clarity in your heart, beyond the pushing away and pulling closer, then it is time to wait, for there is more yet to be revealed. Only when your heart speaks clearly, then you will do well to act as feels truthful for you. Let's read this poem. There is a beautiful silence now as I hold your hands and listen to your eyes across a span of moments called time. There are no words that say as much, nor walls that could confine the wings of our feelings or the rhythm of our eyes. It's beautiful. Reminds me of the peacock, the beautiful peacock looking in the mirror. Holding hands across this space of time. Is that what it said? There is a beautiful silence now as I hold your hands and listen to your eyes across the span of moments called time. There are no words that say as much, nor walls that could confine the wings of our feelings or the rhythm of our eyes. Okay, I wanted to get an enchanted map. I'm definitely getting a Rumi message. Okay. They're hugging here. Felt it's extremely cold today. Wide open. Okay, 42. It's when it's cold, isn't it? There's no kind of cover. It's rather nippy. You are free to express your uniqueness to the world and share in all the bounty of life's endless possibilities. All manner of opportunities are presented to you at this time. The wide open card is a signal that you're able to truly manifest your dreams and that your goals are in sight. Don't remain small and contracted. Instead, expand your horizons beyond what you believe to be your limitations. You have a unique voice that needs to be expressed in the world. The universe is supportive of new ideas and approaches at this time. So speak up and speak out. This card is the sign of the maverick who freely roams the wide open space of possibility. Allow for a greater vision to replace old ideas as you dream a grander dream. Let's end on a Rumi, guys. How are we doing for time? Okay. It's 10:59. I feel like I've been on a lot longer. I don't know why I was double checking. I can see it's 10:59 there, but I doubted the time. Okay. Let's end on a Rumi. trying to find that perfect card to give the right message to finish off with. There it is. Okay. Got a little tower of cards going on here. Need to get organised. I'm not very organised. Okay, let's have a look at this card. Who's the Star of Venus? That's a beautiful card. Call that violet ray there. Let's see the message. 26. I am the pure light, my son. I am not a handful of worthless dust. I am not just an empty shell. I am a regal pearl formed in this world. Close your eyes to see and become aware of me. Perceive me with eyes that see the unseen. Come into the mystery to find me. I am your carefree visitor, here for you. Rumi. My beautiful one, born of pure radiance, you have love in your heart and a passion for play that cannot be dulled by bleakness, boredom or fear. Your soul is sensual and dances with life, with utter abandonment and devotion. Though the ways of this world seem strange to you at times, you eventually declare it to be nothing but strange beauty, and expand your heart, resisting nothing, to allow all to be bathed in the radiance of your being. You are here to share the light of another world, a blessed world of consciousness pure and divinity so absolute that it transcends duality and instead brings all into the oneness of the greatest love. Okay. The Star of Venus. This will make sense about the blending of the masculine and the feminine energy. I just hope I get my pronunciations right. The Star of Venus is the great androgyne, neither solely masculine nor feminine, but an integration of both. The power it bestows is mighty and based utterly in love. When this star seeks us out, multiple blessings are bestowed and our spiritual growth can be accelerated in ways that may be quite dazzling and surprising to our more limited mindset and belief systems. With great blessings, great growth is possible. However, the blessings don't do the growth for us, making it magically happen. They give us the oomph we need, the power, and the opportunities and assistance we need, yet it is still we who take the journey. The great spiritual journey for old souls at this time in Earth's history is the journey from duality to oneness. Many are signing up for that wild, loving adventure. This, of course, comes to you as a reminder that you too have been granted a ticket for that journey. This journey of oneness is not about denying duality, but about experiencing it as an expression of one love. It is about no longer being enslaved by it. It is about avoiding what is not wanted in order to pursue what is wanted. It is about embracing the all, of finding the freedom and joy originally sought, but now through a path that takes you into joy and freedom existing within. To take this great transformation from man or woman into cosmic androgyne does not require that we lose our sense of femininity or masculinity. Rather, they become so superior in development that they cease to be distinguished from each other. Our masculine clarity, with its discernment, practicality and application, becomes so tender, loving, compassionate and tempered with grace that the feminine is integrated with it. Our feminine nurturance, dedication and connection to life becomes so fierce that discernment and wise action naturally prevail. With this great androgynous integration of the masculine and feminine into oneness, men and women of this beautiful earth become capable of a new consciousness. It is of one based in love, of service to life, of letting go of judgment, stereotypes, and limited belief systems, and of opening up to compassion for all life. As the consciousness is anchored, spiritual growth becomes rapid. This is not necessarily without some bumps and bruises. Letting go of old notions of what it is to be a man or a woman, to be masculine or feminine, letting go of wounding, are all great steps forward. They promise liberation, empowerment and compassion, as well as peace and happiness. Yet they are not easy steps to take. Great resistance can be evoked within you as an individual and also within the culture around you, which might find your notion of personal spiritual empowerment confronting and challenging to their culture of fear-based enslavement of the soul. They will be right about it being confronting, but mistaken in assuming that confrontation is something best resisted. So then what to do? Al-Uza, the ancient shining one, also known as the Star of Venus, holds much power and strength. Even a small blessing of her light is more powerful than the fear of thousands, if not millions of people. She is known as a worthy ally in battle of any kind, even spiritual battle. You must, however, stay aligned with her way, which is not to fight fear with fear, hate with hate, or anger with anger. Does this mean you should not feel fear, hate or anger? Of course not. Venus denies no experience. So let yourself feel whatever you feel. The guidance is not to stop being human. Take the next step into the divine human, into allowing the star blessing to nestle in your heart so you can shift as you feel the feelings, holding them with compassion, then choosing your own truths that resonate at a far more refined vibration. The rebellious passion of the Star of Venus is that she seeks out whomever is ready to know more fully the truth of divine oneness, whether the culture around them can acknowledge one of their own, becoming more enlightened, as a blessing or not. It is a divine gift, nevertheless. How liberating it shall feel to be truly empowered to live life as you feel is truthful, and to feel completely empowered to allow others to do the same, with joy in your heart. You understand that everyone is walking an unfolding path, and that we don't have to understand or justify the path of another to feel peace in our own hearts. If you are stumbling with judgment within yourself, do not fear. The blessing of Venus is coming to you to help you surrender it, to help you find your way through, so that you can be free now. Your guidance then is to trust your path, trust your evolution, even in the face of those around you reacting to it, possibly in fear or discomfort. Trust in the paths of others too, for in truth there is one path, and we are all on it. You do not have to convince anyone of anything. That is not your job. Your job is to embrace your wisdom, embrace your freedom and empowerment to grow spiritually and live your life accordingly. You are becoming, through bestowal of grace, something more of a goddess and a god, a human and a sacred animal, integrated as one. This is sacred alchemy, amplified in the starfires of Venus, who love you as a brother, sister, and honours your soul with her blessing. Shine true, beloved. Shine bright. It's a sacred honouring ritual. We're going to end up, we're going to end up there. Maybe. I don't know what it says, but we're going to end up. We're going to wrap up the reading, guys. Okay. We're going to wrap up the reading like a gift. It's all ready. Okay. Say aloud. I call upon Rumi, who loves me without condition, beloved of my own soul. Bless me now that I can dispense with limiting notions of what it is to be a man or a woman, that I can become freer to live as one integrated being. May my relationships become richer and freer, empowered and healing. Al-Uza, shining one, who loves me beyond any condition, may I live truthfully in the light of you, great star of Venus, in your infinite wisdom, love, and conscious grace. Through divine mercy and unconditional love, this healing is now begun. Place your hands at your heart in prayer position and bow your head for however long feels right for you. When you are ready, just say thank you. You have completed your sacred honouring ritual. That's lovely. Okay, guys, have yourself a fantastic day. If you want to book an reading, okay, so slots are filling up quite quickly. Skype calls, they're reduced at the moment till the end of the month, where we'd stay the 22nd. Okay, so if you want to get yourself a Skype call booked in, then I'll put the details in the description box. I think that's it. Have yourself a fantastic day, and I will catch up with you guys later. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.